Finding volunteers in children's ministry is an ongoing struggle. I've served at churches of just 100 people, and I've served at churches of 1,500 people. And I can tell you that with my children's ministry, it was all different sizes. I always had holes on my schedule. And I know it's Saturday and you're probably already getting cancellations and you're wondering like, how am I ever going to get somebody in this place without me having to be in two, three, four places at once? Believe me, I know how that feels. I've been there so many times. And as much as I wish I could say, yeah, I've totally solved that problem, I still have these problems of trying to fill these holes. I was just having a conversation this week about how to arrange these schedules with volunteers. But with my brand new book, Next Level Kidmin, what I'm going to talk about is how to actually find these people, because it's so easy to believe that there's just no one out there. I know that because I've felt that way myself, that like I just can't find anybody else out there. And being in children's ministry it's so easy to feel that way because there you're in Sunday morning service with the kids all the time. You're not with the adults, and trying to build relationships and do the personal invite and try to make the announcements and put up the flyers on all that makes it very, very difficult to do, but it is possible. And so in my book, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read an excerpt for you today from here about where to actually look for these volunteers that you need, and how you can take those volunteers and use them in your ministry. So let's start off. So where to find the people you need. So now you know that who you need, but you need to know where to find them. I've talked about how important relationships are to recruitment, but it can be hard to build relationships with grown-ups when you're in kids church every week. I've observed when you're trying to fill a position that there are four pools of people to recruit from that are not that far from your reach. The first one, parents. Look for parents first. They will be your best resource. They are the most engaged and interested in what you're doing. In addition, their primary influence on the kid is in your ministry. That's one of the many reasons why I'm against mandating parents serve. However, if you can get a parent to serve, then they may be with you for years to come and become your best resource for ideas and other serving opportunities. The second group of people who attend that service. The next group of people to recruit from are those who attend service at that time but aren't parents. Whether you have one service or five, this is the next best pool of people to find volunteers. They've already adjusted their lives to fit the rhythm of coming at that time, and serving with you is just a minor adjustment. This is a good place to get other leaders on the hunt with you. For me, I'm frequently in the elementary room and don't see the other adults, much less have relationships with them. Thankfully, other leaders give me leads. Third group of people, your youth. Many children's ministries are run on the backs of our teenagers, and I'm all for it. They bring a level of energy, creativity, and joy that's so often lacking in older volunteers. They could be the most committed volunteers, and what's more, you have an additional ministry opportunity to invest in their spiritual growth as they try new things and discover who they are. Teens are some of my favorite volunteers. One caution with this group, they may become so committed to serving with you that they'll never attend adult service or hang out with their own age group. Adults can have the same problem, but since teens are still learning, you need to make sure they're regularly going to an age appropriate service. Fourth group of people who attend other services. Sometimes you need to start another service, or one service is larger than another, and so you need more volunteers. Finding volunteers in these scenarios is harder because you're asking people to adjust their schedule. The people in this pool usually serve best when you have back to back services. This way, they can work one and worship one and not have to come back at a different time. There is no easy way to recruit volunteers. And when you're staring at that roster with so many holes in it, it can feel daunting. Nevertheless, if you know where to look, you can be successful. And sometimes you'll find that diamond in the rough, a great ministry partner who stays with you for years. So those are four places that you can look for your volunteers. And I have tons more practical advice just like that in Next Level Kidmin. So I hope you want to grab this book. It's launch week. And so we're trying to get this as many hands as possible. So if you're just new in children's ministry, you've been doing this for a year, you just want to get better. You want to take your ministry to that next level. You want to build a thriving ministry that reaches more for Jesus. this book is for you. So you can get it at davidrenault.org at my website, or pick it up on Amazon and a lot of other retailers. So I would love for you to get this, and hope you can build that ministry that reaches so many people and fill all of those holes with all those needed volunteers.